Hello. Do you make New Year's resolutions? A New Year's resolution, a promise for the new year, or a hope, really, more than anything. I used to make New Year's resolutions, and this year I don't think I really did. A sort of general, oh, I should read more. Every year I try to read 50 books, 50 books in English to improve my knowledge about things. That's about one book a week. Last year, though, I look back and I see I only read 11, which, is more than the average person reads, apparently. But I'm not proud of that. I should read more. That's my personal thing, my personal belief. So this year, I don't have a New Year's resolution. Maybe you do. Uh, but I'm not alone. This lesson is about a famous guy whose name is Tim Ferriss. He's famous because he wrote a book called The 4 Hour Work Week, which, although it sounds like, what, you only have to work for 4 hours a week? He doesn't really mean that. He means 4 hours a week is what of actual hard work or difficult work is actually what generates all the income, I think. And it was a book popular about 10 years ago that was used by people who wanted to travel around the world and work remotely. It was very ahead of its time. It was predicting what would happen with using Zoom and online work in coronavirus, because he didn't know coronavirus would happen. Anyway, so his opinions about how to do things are listened to by a lot of people. In other words, a lot of people respect him. And he says he doesn't do New Year's resolutions. He says, forget New Year's resolutions. Instead, he has this plan I've got, which is in the book, and there's 5 points. I'll go through them quickly. One, he says, grab a notepad and create two columns, positive and negative. So you get a piece of paper and you draw a line, and you have one side is for positive, one side for negative. And then you go through your calendar from last year. Look at each week, jot down, that means write, on the pad, any people or activities or commitments or things that you did that gave you positive or negative emotions. If anything you remember from that is, oh, that was great, or oh, that was terrible. Once you've gone through the past year, look at the notepad list and then ask, what 20% of each column produced the most reliable or powerful peaks? Peaks are the high points. So you might go through, let's say, the positive things and say, oh, going to Tower English was a highlight of my week, for example. Okay, my English lessons are great. Okay, then you should do more of those. Do more English lessons, do more English lessons. Or whatever it is, that spending time with friends, and you think, oh, I wanted to spend more time with this friend. And find the 20%, the best 1 in 5 of those good things. And do the same for the bad things. Which things were really bad? Oh, studying mathematics. I hate it. Or cleaning my room, or whatever. I don't know. And write down those that made you feel really bad. Then in the next year, you try to plan more times with those 20% things that are good, and try and completely eliminate doing the 20% that were bad. That's it. That's his theory. That's what he does every new year. So I don't know if that's a doable thing for you, but it's an interesting idea that, in fact, you're looking back at the previous year and just checking, did I do everything good or bad? And making plans for the future to do more of the good things, less of the bad things. Makes sense? Maybe. I have 3 questions. Number one, are yearly reviews a better idea than New Year resolutions? Is this idea he has to look back, is that a better idea than making a New Year's resolution? Number two, do you think your year has more positive than negative weeks in your life, really? And so in the past year, did you have more positive times or more negative times? or in the middle, I don't know. Finally, number 3, could you cut out the most negative people from your life? So if you're always having an argument with somebody, could you get rid of them from your life? Some people you might be able to avoid, but it's kind of hard to if you have arguments with your parents or children or your best friends. I don't know. It's very difficult to cut out somebody from your life. But if they're always arguing with you, can you somehow avoid them? Somehow change your life? I don't know. What do you think? Those are 3 questions. Please consider, and we'll talk about it if we meet. Thank you very much. Okay, thanks a lot. See you. Where's the stop button? Okay.